connected now.
Live stream isn't available right now.
I'll try again. It said this is connected. It says going live. Try again. This is why we actually set up all of this stuff about an hour ago, so we wouldn't have any problems like this. See, but this is saying we're connected. And then...
That is not saying.
But this is not saying we're connected. So, do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Because you could see on your phone if we're connected.
Oh, it was. Wait.
What? Yeah, see, it's live on there. It's just we can't see the live action stuff on the laptop.
Okay, so it's working.
I think so.
Seems like it to me here.
Exactly. Well, the other way I can actually do it is if I go directly on YouTube here like this. And I go over to our... Are we connected? Well, good thing, you know, Danielle's in the other room telling us that we're actually connected. So this is great. So how's it going, everybody?
Hi.
It's Rev Kev here. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're doing something a little bit different on my channel. I mean, if you're a subscriber or you've been a part of the channel for a while, you know I like talking geek stuff. I like talking Star Wars and movies. And just recently decided to really use my channel and speak about kind of pop culture and things that I'm into, specifically from a Christian perspective. So that's actually a new change. So now I'm like totally geeking out from a Christian perspective.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And are you comfortable?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. You're not nervous?
Super nervous.
Super nervous. Okay.
I'm not. I don't like cameras.
You don't like cameras?
Not anymore.
Well, you take a lot of pictures of yourself and a lot of selfies and things like that.
That's not true.
There's a lot of
you
pictures.
take more selfies than I take.
I take
more selfies than I take.
Okay, she probably has a point
do.
there, actually. Okay,
do.
yeah. So, you know what, I'm just going to open up this window here so we can see if anyone's chatting at the same time. So there we go. Perfect. So, one of the things that I have been doing a little bit more on the channel is some vlogging, just kind of sharing different things that is going on in life. And so, well, nothing personal. I don't I don't talk about your life. I talk about my life, you know? So, and one of the things that has kind of hit there, hey, Ellie, thanks for joining us. Great to have you here. One of the things that I have been really inspired is a number of people who I follow on YouTube, kind of in the geek culture, in the, you know, what's called the fandom menace Star Wars culture.
Wow.
I know. The rabbit hole goes real deep. You have no idea. But so many of them do amazing work in their communities and around the world, and they donate all this money to charity, and I was really, really inspired by that. And so I felt like I should be doing a little bit more, even though obviously we do a lot and volunteer a lot in the community. But the volume went off? Okay, that's, yeah. Okay. That's kind of weird. Volume, media.
Nope. That's just Mom's phone.
Okay, just Mom's phone's having a problem. Okay. So let us know if there's any problems in the comments below. So I just really felt inspired to be doing a little bit more, and then you approached me.
Yeah.
About potentially going on a trip.
Yeah.
So how did that come about?
Basically, we went on a cruise when I was 13, something like that. And both my parents said when Cameron, my brother, and I both turned 16, that when I'm 16, my dad will take me on a trip, and when my brother's 16, my mom will take him on a trip for our birthdays. You know, Cameron went to Toronto, had a great time, but when mine came around, I was thinking about it, and I was like, what would I, like, actually really want to do? And, I mean, there's a lot of things I would actually really want to do, you know? A lot
Disney
of cool
World.
vacations. Yeah, exactly.
Another cruise.
Exactly, but
right.
Those ones didn't really match up with Toronto.
What's that, babe?
It's on for me.
Yeah, it's working for us. Must be your phone.
Yeah, it's working. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was thinking
trips you'd like to do.
Yes, I was thinking about like a trip that I would want to do, and I've always wanted to go on a missions trip.
Right.
I've always I have a bunch of Christian friends who have done it, and it looked like a lot of fun, and I've just seen lots of like missionaries at church talk about it and stuff like that.
Right.
It seems super cool. Wanted to try it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Sam approached me. So, Ellie, thanks for your comment. It says here, well, I don't know how to start talking to you. The way that you type that in, that's how you talk to us. It's not a kind of a direct chat, shared video feed. Put your comments in there, and you can definitely be talking to us that way. Now, my parents took me and my older sister to Las Vegas for the first time. It was a lot of fun. That's cool. Awesome. I've never been there.
Me neither.
Me neither, yeah. So when Sam kind of approached me for her 16th birthday, she wanted to go on a missions trip, and just kind of the different connections that I have and different relationships that we have with different organizations. I put the feelers out, and we found a trip that we're going to be doing together in November.
Yep.
That we're really excited about. And so we want to talk a little bit about that. We're going to be releasing more and more information in the weeks and months ahead about this trip. We go... What's the dates again? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? I left my calendar.
November is something. I feel like it's something around like the 15th.
November 15th or November 18th, and so we're going for 7 days. We're going to Ecuador, and we're going with an organization called Compassion Canada. And if you're not familiar with the work of Compassion, Compassion is one of those organizations that do child sponsorship. You know, so when you see those commercials on TV, you know, donate your $40 a month to sponsor a child, and it helps the child with education and health and kind of really pouring into them and their family and their community. That's what we're going on. And so this is a pretty big thing.
Yep.
Neither of us have ever done a trip like this before. So are you nervous?
I feel like I'm not necessarily nervous. I'm more excited, but I am a little nervous for how sad it's gonna make me. Like it's gonna be like hard and emotional to like see everyone, talk to people.
Right. Well, and because we see, obviously, you see poverty, you know, in TV and movies and things like that, but it's another thing to go and experience it.
Exactly.
Right. And so that's definitely going to be one of the challenges is going to be, you know, what we're going to see. And we've already been kind of warned by other people who have experience with these types of trips that it's heartbreaking. And so I'll be doing a lot of praying and making sure everything's good that way. But I'm probably more nervous than you are.
Probably. Just for like the flight.
Yeah, just the airplane alone it makes me a lot more nervous. Yeah. So the kind of trip that we're doing, it's like people ask, are we going there to take care of kids? Are we going there to build stuff and things like that? So what we're doing is actually kind of what's called a, I've got the term for it right here. Sorry, it's called an exposure trip, right? And what this is Compassion Canada takes different Christian leaders, pastors, and bring them to these places where the kids and the communities are being cared for to show them the work that's being done, right? Because let's be honest, I think sometimes, you know, with a lot of charity groups, you know, when we hear about donating $40 a month, you know, there's a little bit of a stigma and people are a little concerned. Does the money really go to help the kids, right? People don't like the idea of, you know, the money going to cover administrative costs and things like that. And so they bring leaders down in order to see it for themselves, so you can actually see where the money's going, so you can see how the kids are being blessed, how they're being fed, the education that they're receiving. And so this exposure trip, like I said, they bring pastors down, and in a lot of the situations that there's an opportunity for the pastor to bring their wife, but this trip is different. We're all bringing our daughters instead. So I think there's some other pastors that are coming.
Pals.
Woohoo! There you go. More PKs you can hang out with.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, because they're cool people, right?
I love me my PKs.
You gotta love those PKs, exactly. So that's what we're doing. We're going to Ecuador to see the work that's being done, and I'm really excited about the opportunity. We as a family have been a part of Compassion Canada and other child sponsorship on and off, probably as long as you can remember.
Yeah.
We've always kind of had a picture of a little kid hanging on our fridge. We've gone through different seasons of writing to them, and so right now, kind of this is our sponsor child that we have right now.
She's so cute.
She's so cute.
I love her.
It was so funny because when we got, when we sponsored her, we saw the picture, little Telma here, and it was just a little, hand on her hip, and it's like just all like, pure attitude, just like just like you and your mom, and so it kind of fit in really well, and so we just kind of started this relationship now, and we've already, kind of received our first letter from her, where she sent us some artwork and kind of learn a little bit about the country where she lives. So she's in Guatemala. And Guatemala is actually a project that a number of churches that we are affiliated with are strategically working with and partnering with. And so one day there could be a possibility for us to get down to Guatemala.
It has to be soon because she's 4 and she's perfect.
Exactly.
Not that she won't be perfect in the future, but she's so cute.
Yeah, she's pretty cute. Exactly. So as a family, we just finished writing our little letter, to send her a little bit about about us and, and life here in Canada, how we're starting to get ready for snow.
Don't remind me.
Don't remind you. And so I'm excited about this, to kind of see this work that's being done. And, and a part of it, so what we're going to be doing over the next couple of months as we prepared for this trip, we're just looking for different people who are excited about this kind of work, who want to come alongside us. I think probably the biggest thing we're looking for is people who will be praying for us, people who would kind of encourage us when I'm nervous about, getting on that airplane. You're like, you got this, Rev Kev, you can do it. When you're pushing me on the plane to make sure I'm comfortable. Or
Don't worry, I'll take the window seat.
You can take the window seat. That's not a problem. You do that, that would be great. People praying for us is really important. And for Samantha to come, like my trip is actually completely covered 100% by other donors. Again, that's just something that Compassion Canada does. So there's no expense for me to go because of the donation of other people. But Samantha has to do some fundraising in order to do that. And so we created a GoFundMe account so that we can receive donations that way. We want to be completely above reproach. We want everyone to know where every dollar is going. So we wanted not just people to send us money, because it just makes me feel icky a little bit. So by doing it through GoFundMe, we can really track everything. Everyone can see the money that's coming in, making sure that it's all up to date, and we will be kind of showing how the money then is going to go out directly to Compassion Canada to cover that. So in total, Samantha has to raise $3,500. Which seems like a lot of money.
Big number.
It's a big number, for the flight and all the accommodations and everything there. But our church has donated $1,500,
which I'm so grateful for. And if you're watching this and you're a part of that process, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that
was our missions team that kind of approved that. Jim and Nina and everyone else from the team, and then kind of our deacons kind of helped them put that together as well. So we're really, really grateful for that. And since we started the GoFundMe page, we've already raised, and we haven't tried really anything yet. Like, this is really the first information that we're giving about this. How much are you at on that now?
You texted me.
I texted you the amount?
Yeah. It was a big number. Okay, so then there was...
Well, it was at 725.
And then there was
another 200 today.
And another 40.
And another 40. So 1,015. If I did the math correctly. So we're already at $1,615. So you're really on your way, and we still have like September, October, and part of November for fundraising. So what are some of the other ways that you're going to be fundraising?
So I'm doing a paint night, which is going to be really fun.
Cool.
So basically...
you paint Star Wars stuff?
Nope.
No.
But it is very cool. And I saw what we're going to paint, and it's very exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks really... It's going to be a lot of fun. Basically, we're just going to learn how to paint. a picture together, and then whenever we have to drop it, let it dry, I'm gonna have a bit of a presentation about the trip and details about where I'm going and I don't know, maybe like lifestyle there and what we're gonna be doing, how we're helping, stuff about compassion. So a lot of really interesting information if people are interested in that. And so all of the money goes to missions because there's a cost to get in, but yeah, it's not going to anything else. It's just going towards the mission. So that'll be really cool.
That's very cool.
I'm excited for it.
That'll be a fun event, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That'll definitely be a fun event. Okay, I'm trying to connect into my GoFundMe here so I can copy the link. Do you have the link for the GoFundMe?
Yeah.
Can you post that in the Facebook chat? Not the Facebook
YouTube
chat, the YouTube chat?
Yes.
So you'll copy paste that. And then the other thing that we're hoping to do is later on in the week we want to do another live stream on Thursday night. And I'm hoping to have some special guests come and join us. Some people who've actually done some missions work around the world, who have done work caring for kids in different kind of countries around the world. And we want them to kind of join us, and so we can kind of interview them. And we can talk about the work that they're doing and kind of learn about their experience so that we can kind of get ourselves prepared and all that. So you're pasting the link in there.
Yes.
Awesome.
There. Okay.
Perfect.
I just posted it. It's embarrassing. It's on my YouTube channel that I tried to do a year ago. And
the girls?
Yeah.
The girls! It's awesome. You gotta, it was actually, your video was actually really
so
good. You should do it again.
Good.
No, I thought it was
funny. We talked about doing more.
You should. You should totally do more. It would totally skyrocket.
So if you guys are watching,
yeah,
I guess we have to make more videos.
Exactly. I haven't seen it pop up yet. Did you hit
yes.
send?
I can double check. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't go.
Let's try this again.
And so I'm hoping on the live stream that we're going to do on Thursday, we'll have some special guests. I'm actually going to contact some people from Compassion to see if they'll come on it as well.
That'd be really cool.
So I'm going to contact Compassion to see if they can join us on Thursday evening, talk about these type of leader exposure trips and some of the stuff that we do. we're also going to have a video about kind of the trip that we're going to show, and we'll show some details about that. We'll have hopefully a better setup, and hopefully the technology will. Yeah. If not, what we can do is we to go towards the trip. Guests from Compassion, other missions work that happen. Do some regular updates. RevCare, such a loser, eh?
Did the link on my story?
There you go.
So
awesome. This thing here on my computer just keeps on spinning. I'm going to assume it. Eventually, your link pops up. I don't know why.
If it doesn't, we'll put the link in the description.
Actually, did you email it? I emailed it to you, didn't I? Did I email it to you?
No, you texted it to me.
I texted it to you, did I? Go fund me. Why not? Email address. Okay. Anyways, we'll find it. We'll get it put on here. I had it right here.
Also, if anyone has
looking at my
questions, we will try our best to respond, but we don't have all the information about the trip yet. We're
great to have you here. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm here with my daughter talking about the big trip that we're doing. We're doing this big trip in November, going down to Ecuador, and this is
the temperatures are dropping.
We'll just blame our Canadian education system. We'll just do that. So, whoops. And share. Copy. Oh my goodness, internet's dying here tonight. All right, so there we're we have a video there that shows the type of leaders on here while we're there. Hopefully we've got a good internet connection that we can find. Yeah, anything else you want to say kind of in this first? It is, and
like that, you'll go. Mom and Dad were always like, we'll go.
Subscribe to Drunk 3PO. Well, you definitely should. The world and be a blessing to other people.
Yeah.
So pretty pumped. Pretty excited. 8 people on a live stream on my channel is like rock star status.
Really?
Yeah, because so maybe now that you're on here, it's just gonna scour social media.
1.
So
that's really sad.
That's not true, actually. She does. Thank you so much for joining us. We're really every single raise more that money and make sure that gets funneled through Compassion Canada.
Yep.
So until Thursday, put that on your calendar. We're gonna do another live stream. You were nervous? Everything. I think we did all right. Photography is not going to be a career path.
No.
Kind of phoning your old parents. Like, what country are you in today, dear? We'll talk to you soon. God bless.
Bye.
You can either end the event or keep
Probably
it
still filming.
active.
That's so awkward. Bye, guys.
Finish.